even when stuff don't go the way I want it to go, life is still good. Life is still treats me very well. Even when things ain't perfect, I like to look at the things that are going good. And for the most part, everything is going good. So no, I can't get on here and give you all of these horror stories and help trauma bond with y'all. I don't have the stuff to complain about that y'all have to complain about. And if more of y'all did self-reflection on the parts that you play in a lot of the events that go on in your life, you would realize you don't have as much to complain about as you complain about. But because a lot of y'all lack accountability in facing the things that you've caused to happen in your life, that's the reason why you feel like you got so much bad going on.
Okay. That part.
What's up, y'all? I have a video that I want to share where this woman explains her experiences dealing with single and unhealed women as she has a positive, healthy relationship.
I find it so hard to make friends with single girls because majority of the girls that are single usually hate men, which is like valid, sure, but they project their insecurities onto my relationship, which is so fucking annoying. I met this one girl, and after having told her that I've been in a long-term relationship of 4 years, she goes on to fucking tell me that my boyfriend is more likely to cheat on me now because he's more comfortable in the relationship. Like, whatever the fuck happened to, oh, that's so cute, are you guys gonna get married? Like, and then she goes on to trauma dump on me about her ex-boyfriend and how he cheated on her and all that, whatever. But like, news fucking flash, not every single guy out there will cheat on you. And if it's not that, then it's the whole, oh, your boyfriend should be paying for every single thing that you do. Why are you paying for anything? Why are you paying for your own nails? He should be paying for your rent. And I find those girls even more annoying because I'm not expecting my boyfriend, who's literally only 25 years old, to be covering for everything. And I'm sorry, I don't know what economy you guys are living in, but you cannot be a millionaire by the age of 25, okay? Like, you're still pretty fucking young. And he works really fucking hard every single day. So I know that he's gonna get us somewhere. Like, I don't know how to explain to you girls that just because he's not paying for everything right now doesn't mean that he's not a provider man. He has a provider mindset. He's just young. Like some of you girls seriously need to get a reality check. I'm so sorry, but you just get a fucking reality check.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't lied.
I loved her take and her explanation of her experience as a woman who has recognized that I have a good thing here, and it's unfortunate that she found another woman that she believed that she could share a positive experience with. But this woman, or so-called associate acquaintance of hers, she was possibly even working towards a friendship with this woman, has already showed her hand because she is talking negatively about this woman's positive experience. And shout out to the creator. Her name is Zatora Fit. Understand, I have empathy as a woman. I may have had my experience with men who were not the best in terms of being in a relationship with, but that's not my situation today. And I'm not going to hold over this new man's head any previous 4 relationships that I may have had. I recognize that despite what I've been through, this man that I'm with has some amazing qualities. Don't place your poor experiences, your situations onto me. You have so much negativity and not understand that you can have an amazing man if that's what you want. But also, if you choose to be single, you don't have to bash men or trauma dump and project onto me just because that was your experience and you see me here in a healthy, positive relationship, and you want to try to convince me that, oh, these healthy, positive experiences that you're having, don't get too comfortable, because when he sees that you're comfortable, you know, that you are happy, that you all are thriving in your relationship, that's when you can expect to be cheated on. I think that she needs to stay far away from that woman. And I will say this to any women: stay far away from women who are trying to project their own insecurities onto you. You do yourself a disservice if you bring up anything about your relationship with these so-called friends. There is no sisterhood. There is no women camaraderie the way that you all try to portray it on social media, especially for women who are in positive relationships. Now, I'm not saying that there are not single women who are not genuinely happy for you. But what I tend to find, and what this young lady also has expressed as far as her experience, is that it's the single women who are unhealed, who have not yet focused on themselves to try to determine what they need to improve within themselves. And when I say you having to improve on yourself because something that someone else did to you, I'm not saying that. I think that if you were in a relationship and he was a crappy man and you were intentional and you tried to give it your all in the relationship and he still treated you poorly, I'm not saying that that's cool. But what I am saying is that even despite all of that, if you've not done the work to address the issues, the pain, the hurt, all of those feelings, and then you attempt to just go back out here and either date again, or you see other women that are experiencing a relationship that you want, and if you are hell-bent on trying to give them grief about their own personal experiences, then I think you need to stay away from those women. And I think that woman needs to go and do some work on herself, because no one is going to want to be around you. It's clear that you do not see the part that you are responsible for. I'm not saying you're responsible for the poor decisions of the man or his behavior, but you are responsible for you. And a part of that responsibility is recognizing and understanding that if I desire relationships, if I want to be in a marriage, a healthy, positive marriage and relationship, then there is something that I'm going to have to do differently in my life in order to make sure that my energy, my behaviors, my attitude is all in alignment to where I can attract that type of man and we can sustain a healthy relationship. Telling women to leave their man because he's not footing the bill on all the dates, all the expenses, is asinine. You're in a serious relationship that's leading towards marriage, and you have a young man, and in particular, I'm talking about women in their 20s. It's okay that your man is not a high earner man. He's obviously in that building phase. What is he doing in other areas of your life? He might not be able to take you on fancy $200 dates. That's okay. But once you guys get to a point financially and you have established your marriage, those are things that you can look forward to in years to come. But when you are in your young 20s, mid 20s, and you are with a great solid man, don't leave him listening to other women, because I can guarantee you they've probably not had a man pay all their bills them dang on self. I'm not saying women can't have female friendships if they're in a relationship and their homegirls are single. That's not what I'm implying. But what I am saying is that I've always talked about this over here on my channel. If you are serious about your relationship and you find a wonderful man and that man finds you to be amazing for him, really caution you sharing certain information. If you are a young lady who wants to be in a marriage, who is marriage minded, and you have an amazing man in your life, in your corner, do not sacrifice your relationship listening to wounded women who don't understand that they have to address their own issues. Your entire personality talking about what a man is not doing, or walking around as a scorn bitter woman, and you're going to live that every time you talk to someone, and you are letting life pass you by, not getting the healing that you need, not getting any peace. We've gone through this, yes, but I can do better. I can do better. And you can do better if you choose to do so, but it's going to require the work. Constantly talking about belittling men all the time is not going to get you to the results that you may secretly desire, because the man you're talking about, he is living his life. Why don't you go live yours? Or a woman who is marriage minded, find women who are marriage minded too. They are out here. There's not a lot of them, because unfortunately the women who are bashing men, who it's all Jermaine's fault. It's all whoever's fault. It's always the man's fault. Their voices tend to be the loudest. But women in the comments section had a lot to say about this. So one woman says, it's so refreshing to hear someone finally say this. And then here's another woman. I provided for my boyfriend, now husband, for our first years together. Now he is a millionaire and I get to study to become an engineer as I've always wanted to. And they've been together for 10 years. Woman says, and this is a guy, yes, especially on the issue of your man should be paying for XYZ. Like, he's so young. Why should he have that much pressure on him when he still has to take care of himself too? Another woman says, I have made it. I'm actually on Common Sense TikTok. A woman here says, I'm in enemy territory right now. So then there were 65 replies. And then there's a woman said, that's sad. Another woman says, it's not. And then here it is very sad. So there are women on her coattail about putting this comment because she didn't pass the vibe check. The vibe check is that if you have a good man, an amazing man on your corner, and you guys are supporting each other, you love each other, it's not perfect, but you are figuring things out, do not allow delusional, illogical women to deter you from greatness in your future with your man. Another woman says, also, the way they make negative connotations if he's not posting me. My boyfriend does everything for me. His family knows about me and he treats me like a queen. Why does it matter if he doesn't post me? And then here, the girl on girl hate is the real. Comments got me dead. And this is a dude saying that. And I'm glad he recognizes this. That's why I'm telling you, you can't be a girl's girl talking ill on another woman's relationship when she's just sharing how she's in a positive relationship. She's not gloating. She's not rubbing it in your face. She's not doing any of that. She is simply expressing how happy she is. And she would have thought that she could trust you enough to be happy for her. And here another woman, just need better friends. Doesn't matter if they're single or in a relationship. Bad friends will be bad friends. And here, this is why I don't talk about my relationship. It's private and sacred. People don't want to see others be happy, and it's truly sad in this generation. And I agree. As someone who I've been married for 14 years now, I got married in my early 20s. I do not disclose my relationship business. I do not tell anyone about my relationship. Personal, sacred, private details, that is between my husband and I. And here, TikTok relationship advice is ruining women's chances of getting into genuine and healthy relationships. What y'all think about this topic down in the comments. Until the next video, peace, y'all.
Carlene for this comment. She says, I think it's all too common that some of us have never had a positive interaction with a man, period. It's hard not to be bitter. The thing about that is, if you don't acknowledge and address that your previous relationships have made you bitter, it will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. When a new man comes along and he's trying to be good to you and he's trying to love you, you won't allow that man to do it because you'll think in your mind, all men, all they do is cheat. All they do is neglect you and abandon you. All they do is weaponize their incompetence. If you truly believe that, you'll never let your guard down long enough to allow love to penetrate that locked up heart.
You are going to keep attracting the same type of people in your life if you don't heal. Heal! Ain't no such thing as shortcuts when healing, okay? It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be painful. You're going to feel like you're losing your mind. You're going to question your sanity, but you have to go through the process. Listen, it's going to hurt like hell, but it's going to be so worth it. I'm telling you, it's going to hurt like hell because you have to turn that mirror around. And you have to look at yourself, okay? You're going to have to take this back to your childhood, right? You buried it, but it's still there, all right? That's what most of us experienced a lot of trauma, all right? You cannot go through life inflicting your pain onto people because you hurt and you don't want to do the work and you don't want to heal and you believe in your heart that this is just what it is for everybody.
I think I have just lost the one person that I prayed for, all because of my self-sabotaging tendencies. God forbid I actually accept good things that are happening to me because I'm so used to it being a mess. I'm so used to it being toxic. And here I am in the face of a non-toxic situation, in the face of a God-fearing man, in the face of a family man, an amazing person, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And I think I've just lost, I just lost the opportunity to experience something I've never experienced before.